Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hawaii, we say aloha. It's kind of all the same. Okay. So, listen, I don't know what you was doing for your 25th birthday, right? For most people, turning 25 is a glorious thing. And people are out celebrating, they're partying, they're having a good thing. They're young and they're looking forward to living their lives. For me, that was not the case. Okay. My 25th birthday, May 2nd, 1995, I was having a major mental and emotional nervous breakdown driving a freaking bread truck down the highway, probably speeding, probably about 70 miles an hour. I was late as it was to drop the bread off, so I didn't pull over alongside the road. I just kept it moving, right? So you might say, well, what would lead up to that? Hey, I was in that truck. I was screaming at the top of my lungs. I was crying. I was cursing. I was yelling at the top of my lungs. I was shaking driving that freaking bread truck. Now we have to look at this. Why was I going through that? Why was a 25-year-old young, handsome, attractive guy? Why was I going through that? Why was I having a nervous breakdown driving a bread truck on the highway at 25? Here's the backstory. The backstory is I was young. I married somebody that I loved. I had my own dreams since I was a child of who I was and what I would ultimately grow to become, which was a successful international businessman, very wealthy person, very well to do, well liked, energetic, passionate person. And that's who I am today. But when I was 25, I married this person and I didn't look for values. I didn't look that to see whether her values matched up with my values. I just saw, man, she's fine. I'll be with her, right? So what ended up happening was we got married, and and this is not just all on her, right? I was young. I made some bad financial moves on my part also, but she ended up developing a really bad drug problem, really bad. Now, when I met her, I was active duty Navy. Then I decided to get out and I was going to sell life insurance. Like that was the thing, right? That was the thing. I was going to get out and sell life insurance because I saw how I can make money. And in my mind, I didn't know how I was going to get from point A to point where I wanted to be. This wealthy international businessman, right? I didn't know how to do that. Somebody presented me with an opportunity. I said, that's it. That's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to sell life insurance, much to the chagrin of the people that knew me and were kind of like, my supervisors and mentors. They warned me against it, but I didn't listen. I was young, a lot of zeal, no wisdom. So I went out there and I pursued my dream to sell life insurance. And I didn't mention that my ex was also pregnant. So not pregnant, but yeah, when I was leaving the military, she was pregnant and we had a child. So we got to do is fast forward now about, like I said, to my 25th birthday. And what had happened leading up to this was I ran out of all my money. She maxed out my credit cards. Um, we got evicted. She went one way, I went another way. I was homeless for like 6 months, living in my freaking car, a Nissan Sentra, which I paid off. But because I got so many parking tickets on it, it got towed, and I didn't have $300 to my name to get it out of impound. So they impounded my car. Bye bye, it was gone. I couldn't pay for it. Now I'm on a freaking bus. Or I'm walking. Right. Eventually, we kind of got back together. Hey, let's try and make this thing work. Um, Super hard. I got an apartment, barely had money. We were still only like one paycheck away from being homeless again. And she starts getting high a lot more and, hanging out, taking our daughter with her to hang out with, people that are using drugs. These are unsavory people that I didn't want my child or my wife hanging with. I didn't want to hang with these people. That's not how I grew up, and that wasn't my lifestyle that I envisioned for myself and my family. But be that as it may, she went out there, she hung out, she did her stuff, and I know some of you are like, man, stop dogging her. Yo, I'm not dogging her. I'm giving you my story. Okay, just to be clear, like I said, it wasn't all on her; it was on me too. Different choices would have resulted in different outcomes for the both of us. But anyway, so she started hanging out late at night with our daughter, and I'm running out of money. We're arguing, we're fighting. It's an extremely toxic situation. And in my mind, I'm like, man, this is not my life, right? I keep thinking like, how can this be my life? Like this is something that I watch on TV. This is not my life. This is not what I was raised. This is not who I believe myself to be. But I'm like, you know what? I'm in it to win it. I'm committed, man. I'm gonna get this thing done. So what happened was it got to a point we had no money. So finally I prayed. I said, God, please, I don't care. I have to have a job to take care of my family. I'll take any job, God. I don't care. Just give me a job, please, so I can take care of my family. Looked in the newspaper. There, lo and behold, there's a job for a bread truck route relief driver. What a route relief driver is, these are the people that come in and relieve the people that have been driving these bread trucks out for like 10, 15 years. You get like a week to learn their route, memorize it. And now when they get sick or go on vacation, you're the guy that goes in there and takes that job. I went in for this interview. I wasn't qualified, but I needed a job. The other guy that was going up for the interview, he was qualified. Okay. He had the right driver's license from the competitor bread company, but somehow the dude hired me and didn't hire him. Now, I just want to be straight up with you. I was a lousy bread truck driver. Okay. I was a lousy bread truck driver. I don't know how many times I sideswiped people's cars. I have no idea. I was not good. I was late constantly. I just wasn't good. I'd fall asleep in the truck. See, what was happening was I didn't have a car. So basically, I had to catch the very last bus from my apartment, get to the bread company, sleep in the break room for like 2.5, 3 hours. And then when everybody would start coming in to pack the trucks and whatnot, now I wake up, drive the truck, day ends, get on a bus, go home, play with my daughter for like an hour, go to sleep, and then get up, start all over again. That was my life, yo. That was my life. And I honestly, I hated it. I hated it. So I remember I just kept thinking, God, how can this be my life? It just kept getting worse. And no matter what I tried, it just kept getting worse. It was like I get close to getting a breakthrough. It's like Charlie Brown and Lucy in that freaking football. Like every time I got ready to kick that football, it got snatched away. Oh, you almost got it. Gotta be quicker than that. And I just land on my backside like, man, this is crazy. This is crazy. So finally, I was driving on my 25th birthday and something happened to me which I will never forget. I will never forget. What happened was that I was driving and I had a thought. It was just a thought. And the thought was this: I could see myself staying here and working at this company for the next 15, 20 years. I could see me doing that. You know, I'll be taking care of my family and I know my marriage may be over, but I have money to take care of my kids. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna stay here. And it was so soft. Like I barely heard it. Remember, I'm driving a bread truck. I'm barreling down the highway at like 65, 70 miles an hour. There's background noise, but on the inside, I heard that thought. And what I realized was that I was beginning to succumb to my fate, as it were. I was beginning to my will had gradually been eroded away to the point where I was willing to accept my fate and just work there and throw all my dreams away. And I'm just gonna be a route relief driver at a bread company. Now, hey, no offense, if you're a route relief driver at a bread company, I'm not talking bad about you or anybody that you know. Everybody has to do something, but for me, that's not what God put inside of me. It didn't resonate with me. So I realized that I was getting ready to basically die. Like my dreams were about to die. And once I understood that, I started screaming. I started screaming at the top of my lungs in that truck, and I said, "No! This cannot be me. This is not my life. I'm screaming, God, please, this is not my life. I'm not supposed to be like this. I'm not supposed to be driving a freaking bread truck for the rest of my life. Like, God, please. I'm trying, and I'm screaming and I'm crying and I'm shaking and I'm driving that truck and the snot is coming out my nose. And I'm just like, God, anything, just please, I can't live like this. I'll do anything. Eventually, I calmed down, I'm breathing. I got to my site, I delivered the bread. And what happened was, like, maybe 2 days later, somebody that I worked with at the insurance company came up to me out of the blue. And he said, Hey, Mike, somebody gave me these motivational tapes by this guy named Tony Robbins. I never use them. Maybe you want to use it. And I'm like, okay. See, at that time, I had never heard of an inspirational speaker or motivational speaker. I didn't know that there was a way that I could actually program my mind to succeed. I didn't know that. And what ended up happening was, man, I started listening to these tapes. It was cassette tapes. I had like a Walkman. I'd be playing these cassette tapes while I'm driving my bread truck. And what happened was I began to dream and possibilitize. I began to believe that, you know what, my life can change. And not only can my life change, it can change for the better. But then I began to understand, oh, it's me. I have the power to actually change my life. See, up until that time, I was waiting, I was looking for something to happen, not understanding that I had the power and I had the responsibility to actually make it happen. Didn't understand that. So what I used to do, I would drive, man, I drive to these $1 million homes on the golf course in Coalina. It's a famous resort over there. I'd walk in these homes. They're, the visitor homes or whatever you call it. You want to come and you want to buy a house, there's model homes out there. I'd wait till nobody was in. If there was no shoes in the front, I go and I ring the doorbell and I open the door and I yell out, honey, I'm home. And I walk inside and I'm like, man, I'm going to have a house like this. I'm going to have a house just like this one day. And to fast forward a long story short, I essentially transformed my entire life within a matter of months. And it wasn't like within a year or two, but ultimately I ended up buying a $1 million house that's not on the golf course, but very close to the golf course. Okay, it is essentially the house that I used to dream of. So I want to tell you guys. Well, first of all, let me introduce myself to you. I'm Mike Dillard. Okay, I know a lot of you are not in America. A lot of you are in England or forgive my accent. I'm not good at accents, but I always try. I live in Hawaii. Okay, I'm a inspirational speaker. I'm an author. I'm a transformational coach, and I'm an entrepreneur. I'm the founder of Ion Reliability Training and Consulting. So when a lot of people just call me Ion, hey Ion or Ion Reliability, that's actually the name of my company. My name is actually Mike. Okay, Mike Dillard. But if you call me Ion, yo, that's what's up. I'm be like, what's up, bro? What's up, sister? Right? Either way works. So what I wanted to do today is teach you very quickly, right, how to program your mind to automatically turn any adversity you're facing into success. And it's by using what I call the Pac-Man P5 method. Now you guys are like, what the heck is the Pac-Man P5 method, right? Listen, I'm gonna share something with you. I'm gonna illustrate a point. I'm not gonna go over my time. If you're a talker, you're a speaker, we can be chatty Cathy. We easily can go over 30 minutes. That's nothing for us, okay? But I am on the clock. I'm watching. I'm gonna be good. Now, I don't know how many of you used to play video games. I'm from the 80s, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like when video games was just coming out, Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, Space Invaders, Defender, Dig Dug, all of asteroids, all of that stuff. Pac-Man was the game. Even if you wasn't born back then, pretty much everybody knows what Pac-Man is. Pac-Man, man, you running around this board with the little man, waka, 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 right? You're eating dots. That's all it is. You're eating dots, and there's some ghosts chasing after you, right? Don't let them touch you or you're going to die. It's very simple. That's the game. But if you notice, at certain places on the board, there's bigger dots. It's still a dot, but it's a bigger dot. If you didn't know how to play Pac-Man, you don't understand the significance of those big dots. But what happens is when you eat that big dot, you level up. You power up and you level up. It's like, blah, 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 right? Oh, snap. It's like you got supercharged. The music starts playing faster. Pac-Man eats faster. He moves faster. The ghosts start blinking different colors. And now not only can you move faster, not only can you eat the dots faster, but yo, you can eat the ghosts. How freaking crazy is that? Yo, you can eat the things that's been hounding you, those ghosts. And really, what I began to understand is that Pac-Man essentially it's a mindset. It really is like it's like a what's the word? Not an allegory, but basically it's like a metaphor for life. So I'm gonna break down what Pac-Man means, and I'm gonna tie it into your life how this works. Pac-Man is P for your perspective, right? And what it is that the event is whatever something happens to you, something bad, you have to look at it that it's just an event. It's just an event. The event is the event. That's it. A is you need an accurate mindset. You need to look at things accurately, right? It- the event is merely a catalyst. That's it. In other words, it's a multiplier. That's what that event is for. So you got to look at things accurately. C is choose. You have to choose your mindset about it. Hey, is this thing gonna level? Am I gonna use this to level up, or am I gonna use this to destroy my future and the future of those around me that care about me? Right? M is meaning. See, we get to assign meaning to a thing. No other animal does, but guess what? And I'm not saying we're animals, but people have the unique ability when something happens to us, we get to choose what meaning we assign to that. Oh, snap. Someone that I cared about just died. It's a horrible thing. Why did it happen to me? Why? I'm going to use this to drink myself into oblivion. Somebody else in a similar situation would say, my gosh, I'm so hurting. I miss that person. I love that person. But you know what? They would want me to go on. They would want me to do something great with my life. And you know what? I'm going to use this instance to basically create a foundation that's going to help others, right? So two different people, similar situations, two totally different meanings that have been assigned to it. And the A is access your power. See, what you have to understand is that the meaning that you give to something is going to determine how much or whether or not you access your power at all. Again, the event is just the event. People say, oh, this thing happened to me. And, when this thing happened to me, it did this to me. And, oh, it did this. And, right? Man, the thing is just the thing. It didn't do anything to you. Hello? The thing is just the thing. It's an inanimate object. It's just something that happened, a series of circumstances that have been allowed into your life so that you, the person that is happening to, can choose whether or not I'm going to take this to empower myself, level up, like I said, or I'm going to use this to destroy my life and all my opportunities to succeed in life and have the life that I truly desire. That's A. And then the N is next level. Like, hey, you're going to level up. So you got the right mindset now. You're looking at it, but now you got to level up. How do you level up? You take action every day. Just two things. Just two things. You do that every day, it grows exponentially. It's like the person that says, oh, you just save a penny every day at the end of a year. I don't remember how much money you have. You're going to have a lot of money, okay? Because it grows upon itself, it grows exponentially. It's the same way those little tiny actions take. So there's Pac-Man. And what is P5? And I'm still going to tie this in to how the game is your life, okay, in a second. But I want to make sure I don't get caught up too much. I give you the breakdown so when you do the replay, you can go back and see this. What is P5? P5, every bodybuilder, if you're a bodybuilder, I used to be a bodybuilder. I was a competitive bodybuilder. I actually placed second in a state competition. You probably can't tell that now. Well, actually, you probably can. I'm still pretty swole up. But you probably can't tell. But anyway, listen, every bodybuilder knows that it's not enough to go to the gym and just get a quick pump. I mean, if you're the dude that you want to walk around with a tight t-shirt on and, you could go in and get a quick pump on them arms. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's cool. But it's not permanent. It's just a pump. It's just a quick pump. It's going to last you for the moment, for a couple of hours. You can walk out feeling good about yourself, but you really didn't push yourself to get those permanent gains. See, every bodybuilder, every successful bodybuilder understands this. You have to be intentional with that bad boy. In other words, you go to the gym on purpose to get the burn. See, most people, they quit. In the gym, we call it punk out. Most people will punk out when the burn starts. Oh, I did 9 reps. I did 10 reps. Oh, crap, my arms are on fire. Let the weight go. Can't take it. It's burning. It's burning. But what you didn't understand is the average person will do the workout up to the burn, and then they're going to bounce from the gym and think they did something, right? The person that's going to tap into the greatness goes in with the understanding, yo, I'm going to get that burn. Because see, when you get the burn, anything past burn is permanent gains. It's permanent. So P to the 5 is what? You got to push past the point of pain for permanent 5, permanent gains. That's life. Now, I said I was going to teach you how to automatically convert things. I got 9 minutes left, and I'm not going to go over. Listen, when you feel like crap, like recently I felt like crap. Many days I feel like crap. Many days you probably feel like crap. Life is hell right now. All types of stuff is breaking out. It's hard. Okay, so many times you may not feel like getting up and doing what you know you need to do. And then you start berating yourself. You start putting yourself down because you know you should be, but you know that you're sitting up watching freaking Netflix for like 5 hours and not working towards your goals. Now you're pissed at yourself because you're messing your life up. But what happens is if you train yourself in the little things, always push past the point of pain. Or maybe you're jogging and your body's like, hey, I'm going to quit. I can't go right now. You know what I do when my body is telling me, stop jogging right now, right now. I say, okay, body, I'm going to let you stop at the stoplight down there. And then amazingly, my body shuts up. The little voice on the inside telling me to quit and give up, it stops. It goes quiet. And I just keep running. And I realize in those moments, wait a minute, I feel pretty good. I still got energy. Man, my mind was playing tricks on me. I get down to the stoplight. All of a sudden, the voice starts again. You promised we can stop at the stoplight. Stop running, stop running. All of a sudden, my body is telling me, stop running. I'm like, yeah, baby, keep it moving, yo. I changed my mind. You can stop on the stop sign. So what I'm doing in those moments, I'm pushing past the point of pain. And when you push past the point of pain, then you understand your emotions are lying to you. Yeah, you feel what you feel, but the meaning that they're trying to assign to a particular event is a lot. It is not accurate. It is not true. Because then you realize, oh, I actually could do a lot more. Good thing I didn't listen to the voice on the inside of me telling me I need to quit. So what happens is when you start doing that, you will get up. I was down recently. I was down for like 5 days, like 5 days. But what I noticed in those 5 days was even though I felt like crap, I was watching Netflix. I was watching me some Netflix. But guess what? At some point, I would just get up. I'd hear on the inside of myself, D. Sometimes I call myself D. Last name is D. I say, D, yo, you got to get up, man. Just get up. Just go upstairs and just do something that's going to move your business forward. You're taking that course on, public speaking or whatever you're doing. Just go up there, do one module. Just one module. And then you can lay back down. It's the same thing I was doing when I was jogging. I still feel like crap, but then I get up, I do the thing, and then my mind's like, yeah, now you promised us we can go do whatever. And I'm like, nah, money, we up here now. We're going to do 2 or 3 more things, right? And what happens is I may still feel like crap after that, being honest with you, but what happens the next day when I'm not feeling like crap? I can look back and be like, yo, I killed it, man. I killed that thing, right? Now I can't feel like a loser. Why? Because I know I'm a winner. I took the steps. So I've done this enough times so that it doesn't matter what goes on. I'm going to automatically rise to the top. It doesn't matter. Everybody got sheltered in place for freaking coronavirus. What did I do? I didn't freak out. Yo, I started doing something totally different. I started writing articles just out the blue, started building courses online and selling digital content, things I had never done. I felt like crap, but because I disciplined my mind to take adversity and transform it into an opportunity for me to unleash my greatness, I did what I always do. I did it on autopilot. This was not on my radar. It wasn't on my list of goals, the things to do this year. Hey, I'm going to write a book and publish my first book this year. Hey, I'm going to start doing international public speaking. None of that was on my list of goals. All of this came out of COVID, the shelter in place, and my mindset that I had disciplined myself, right? I used Pac-Man P5 over and over and over again. And if you guys use this, I'm telling you, and all of these things are actually found in the Bible. I just put a nice fancy name on it, Pac-Man P5, but it's all biblical concepts and principles. If you do it, it will work. But you got to get out there and you got to do it. Okay, that's it. What time is it? 12:25. Hey, like I said, speakers, we don't have a problem going over 30 minutes. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So what I'm going to do is I'm about to end this bad boy right now. Hey, I love you. I don't know you guys, but I love you. I've been at a low place in my life so many times, and I'm sure so have you. But I did it. That means you can do it. You just got to get the right mindset. You got to look at it right. And when you look at things accurately, right, you have the right perspective, you have an accurate mindset, you choose the mindset, you choose the meaning, then you can access your power. Yo, you can level up to that next level, right? That's what's up. Okay, hey, God bless you. Like I said, I love you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end right now early. One of the few times as a speaker that I actually ended early. Let it be said, this is the new chapter. Okay, looking forward to seeing your videos. Peace.